Hi, everybody. It's me, Terry of the Yarn Joy Podcast. Welcome back to another episode of Tuesday Tidbits. Well, in today's Tuesday Tidbits, I had a couple of viewers request me demonstrate how I do diamond painting and what it looks like when you're doing it. And, I guess it's people that are not familiar with diamond painting. And so I thought that I would show you. I wanted to get started on this little Easter project, so then I'd have it to use for decor during the Easter season. And so I thought I would use this. Haven't started it yet, so you can see from the beginning what I do. And then at the end of the video, I do have another project that is finished, and I can show you, because I had somebody else ask me how I put the sealer on the finished product to seal the beads or the drills in place, make it a little bit more durable. I do like to do that if anything is going to be handled, like if you're using keychains, or like this is not going to be in a frame, it's going to be on a stand. And so I will probably go ahead and seal this as well. If it's going to be inside of a frame that's got a cover to it, it's covered, then I don't bother about sealing it, because it's behind glass or behind plastic, like in a frame or something. Okay, so let's just get started. Okay, so here is my project. This is going to be a project that stands up. It's got a base here that I'm going to be putting in that slot there, and it's going to be standing up. And I only have to do one side. If you flip it over, you see it's a one-sided design. Sometimes they are two-sided, and then you have to do the design. Usually what I do, if it's going to be two-sided, like the keychains and other things, I will finish one side completely and go ahead and seal it. So that way, when I do the other side, I can lay it down on the drills and don't have to worry about them getting messed up on the other side while I'm working this side. Okay? Okay, so but like I said, this one is one-sided, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, now this kit came with the drills in these long strips of sealed packages, and most of them always come this way. Now, some of these did come with some special extra beads that are in individual Ziploc bags, and but most of the time they come in these long strips. Okay, so what I do when they do come in these long strips is, now this kit actually did come with some extra little bags, Ziploc bags, but if they don't, I have purchased before, they're in this bag right here, it's extra of those Ziploc bags, and I use those. I've got some little labels right here that I bought, and I use those to write the number. Like this one that's number 19. See that? Yeah, 19. Okay, and so I use this. I put the number on there, whatever color it is. Sometimes it's numbers, sometimes it's letters. Write that on there, and then I will use these stickers, and I'll stick it on the little Ziploc bags to label what the beads are, okay? Because once you open these are not resealable. You just open them, and they are just open. And so if you're not going to use all of that one color before going to another color or whatever, you need a way to be able to seal these, okay? And so that's usually what I do. Now, I do have a case that have these little jars that have little screw top lids, and you can buy stuff like that, and especially if it's going to be a more long-term project where you're going to be working on it for a while. I will use that case. I do have one. I will put my beads in with the little jars, especially if I have like 50 colors or something, if it's a big picture. And so anyway, just examples of how you can store the drills while you're working the project. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, since these are already filled, I thought I would go ahead and use work out of these instead of open these, just for purposes of the video to show you. Okay, I, of course, will put those in baggies when I get to those colors. Okay, so let me go ahead and change your camera position. I'm going to zoom you in down, probably in this area down in here, and I'll show you how I work on it. Okay, so I am so sorry. I thought I had pressed play and I didn't press play, and I did all that section right there, and I was talking so great, or I think it was turning out great. And I now notice that I was not recording. I'm so sorry about that. So let's try this over. Let's try this again. You see I've already started. Okay, so what I do is this has a piece of plastic, and you peel the plastic back. Sometimes you have to use your fingernail to get underneath the edge of the plastic. You peel it back. I've got this little character here that I got from one of the companies I collaborate with. There's a magnet on the bottom. You can use a needle minder as well if you're familiar with that. Anyway, it just sticks to that plastic flap with that magnet, and it keeps your flap back. So then it won't get in your way while you're working on the area that you're working on. Okay. Okay. And so as you can see, I haven't done all of them. These are number 22. So those are the number that I was working on. I got the little pouch that says 22 right there. Okay. And then the way you do your drill pen, and see, it's already got holes in it, poked in it because I've already done it. But you take your little tray that comes in the kit, you use this little wax. There's your drill pen. It's got a hollow tip on the end of it. And so then you just press it into that wax like that. And that will fill up that little tip with the wax. Okay. And that helps you, that will help you pick up the drill beads. Okay. So here's number 22. I'm going to go ahead and finish these right there that I still need to do. So I open the pack. I put this on the tray. Like that, okay? And then you can shake them, and then when you shake them like that, it helps flip them up, face up. And so you use the drill pen, you pick up the bead, and then you come over here and you put it on top of the number 22, okay? So that's all you do, okay? And of course, these big ones, it's not completely necessary to use the drill pen. If you can pick them up, you could just pick them up with your fingers and do them, the big ones. But when you have these little bitty ones, there's like 9s and number 9 and number 8. If you can see those little bitty, I'll try to zoom you in further. See the 9s and the 8s right there. And so I would have to use the ones that came in this strip and find pouch number 9 and pouch number 8, and well, one at a time. And then I would use those to stick to these other ones. Now this surface is sticky, okay? And then so that helps them stay. This wax, it helps you to pick the beads up when you're placing them, but the surface is stickier than the wax, so that way when you stick it when you put it in place where you want to put it, it will stick to the surface and not keep sticking to your drill pen. That makes sense. Okay, so that is how you do that. Let me zoom you out a little more here. Okay, so yeah, that's how you do it. And when you're finished, you know, if you have leftover beads, you can just put them back into the pouch again, like that. Seal them up, so that way, if you have a 22 somewhere else on the project, then you'll just come back to it and use some more of them. Okay, so now I'm going to take this off. If you're not finished with the project and you want to just take a break or finish for the day, you can peel it back, put it back, smooth it back down, and it'll hold it in place until you're ready to work on it again. Okay? Okay, so I think that is really all that I was going to talk about. Let me zoom you back out again. And as far as getting started with this project. And anyway, so I'm going to now get my finished project that I was going to show you and show you how I seal it. So show you the product that I use to put the sealer on it. Okay, and so I will be right back with that project. Okay, so this is my finished project that I'm going to put the sealer on. This is my March little monthly sign that I have that I'm doing this year for every month. I just finished this last night, getting ready for March. And so I like to use this, the sealer that I like to use is something I got off of Amazon. I will link it down below in the description box, but it's called Liquitex Professional Acrylic Mediums High Gloss Varnish. But like I said, I will link it down below in the description box. So you use this. I mean, a little bit goes a long way. This bottle will last me forever. This is like an 8-ounce bottle, and you don't use very much at all when you cover these, okay? It's very thin, just like water, okay? So what I like to do is I have this piece of foil because I want to protect my surface, okay? And so I just have this piece of foil that I use. Sorry for the crinkling. I lay this out, okay? And then I put my project on top of it. Just like that, okay? And then I just use a regular paintbrush. It's just some paintbrushes that I had, okay? You could even use paintbrushes you get at Dollar Tree or wherever, okay? And I have this little paper plate, dessert size plate, and I see how you can see it's shiny because I've used this. I just use it over and over again, okay? And so I'll take my sealer. Now it does say, let me make sure it's closed. It does say to, I think it says to shake it up before using it, I believe, anyway. But I don't shake it because if you shake it like really hard, it'll give you a bunch of bubbles. And so I just kind of do it like this, okay, to kind of mix it together. Okay. And then I open up the top. I squirt some out on my plate. See, it's just like, it's like liquid. I mean, like water. And it is milky looking, but it does dry. It does dry clear. Okay. Then I just paint it on. Now, I do try to get, get all in these little beaded, around the beads and everything. I try not to make a bunch of bubbles. But if you see bubbles, then it's okay. I haven't had any trouble as far as it interfering with the shine, of my project. So anyway, I just paint it on, and that's it. Let me I'll zoom you up a little bit so you can see. Let me get you in the frame here. Okay, so I just, put some liquid on my brush and I just start painting it on. And I just make sure that I paint all the areas really well. And now I have gone and done 2 or 3 coats. If it's going to be like a keychain or something that you're going to be holding and, a lot, I might go ahead and make sure that I do put maybe 2 or even 3 coats. With these, I probably will put 1 coat on it, and I think that'll probably be enough. Because this is going to be hanging on the wall. I'm really not going to be carrying it around, Okay, sorry if I was out of the frame there. So I just go and, I paint them on. Try to get, all around the edges. And like I said, it does dry clear. Okay. And that's how I do it. And yeah, like I said in the beginning, I thought, oh, it's going to have bubbles, and I'd like dab it like this. But it doesn't seem to matter really. You kind of learn your own technique, I guess, as far as how to put it on. And like I said, it does not seem to interfere with how sparkly and shiny the beads are afterwards. Okay, So that is how I do it. And then I let this dry. And then I will be ready. Today is February the 20th. So I will be ready to change out my little month sign here to March in just a few days. Well, I got a little ways to go yet. 10 days, 9 days. It is leap year, so we do have a February 29th this year. Okay, so that's all I do. I just make sure I go over the whole image, you know, and really good, and to seal those little drills in place, you know, and so that way they won't come loose. Okay, now these kits, I do have beads drills, sorry. I do have drills left with these projects, and some people keep them, and I know some people will put them in decorative, like clear jars, and to have like some sort of a decoration or whatever. And I thought about keeping all these little drills, because I do have quite a few beads that I have left out of these projects, but I don't keep them. I thought about doing it, but I just decided no, so I just throw them away. So, but some people use them to decorate, you know, to do other projects with. After I'm finished with this, I just wash my brush with soap and water, and I wrap it in a paper towel to kind of keep the bristles laying down straight, and let the brush dry that way. And when it dries, it's a little bit stiff, but you just kind of bend the bristles back and forth and they loosen up. But yeah, I just use soap and water to wash my brush after I'm done putting the sealant on there. Okay, I'm going to go. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope it was helpful. And yeah. Come back tomorrow and we will have a visit for crafting with friends. I'll let you know what I did over the weekend, and show you my Felix blanket that I'm working on. I got good progress done on that, and we'll just have a good crafty, chatty visit. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Bye. Ooh, my hand's so big. Sorry. Bye.